everybody, it is Jess, welcome to my channel. So today we are doing a base game makeover of Streamlit Single, which is one of the pre-made homes that come in the original Sims 4 game. So with this particular makeover, I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I decided to restrict myself in the sense that I only wanted to do upgrades to the house that were, I guess, realistic. So I didn't change the foundation of the house. I didn't change things like the roof pitch, things that I didn't think were reasonably changeable in real life. I didn't change it on this particular build because I just wanted that extra little challenge, and I really wanted it to be like someone has moved into this house and actually given it a proper upgrade rather than I'm just gonna like delete half of the house and say that I made it over. Not that there is anything wrong with that. I myself love a good total makeover video, but for this one I just wanted that extra challenge, so that is what we're going to be doing. Now, in saying that, there is one thing I did change which you could technically say is not possible in real life or not easy in real life, and that is the window heights, because this house comes with 2 different window heights and my brain just does not accept that. It triggers me way too much. So we did go around and fix up the window height because I think that that is completely reasonable. So anyway, we're just doing the exterior of the house now. I'm going around and just fixing up those window heights. We're just going to pretend that they were correct to start off with, because in my opinion, I think that when EA did this house, it was potentially an error on their part. So that's the story that we are going with. It was meant to be like this all along, so we've just fixed a mistake. We haven't actually done, you know, any rule breaking. So I do go around and change the colors. I don't change like the too much of the actual like fence trim or things like that, but I just change the colors because I imagine that someone has come in and painted all of the colors but kept the structure like as it is. Yeah, so now we're coming into the house, and I do add a room because this is pretty feasible. Like, people that would flip houses and upgrade, renovate houses would definitely come in and add an extra room. So that's what we did here. We are also working with the medium wall height, which is never something I would pick for myself. I don't like that for me. I am definitely a low wall height kind of girl, but we had to work with what we had to work with. So it was pretty fun doing this build, I must say. I struggled a little bit with it just being base game. I think like the base game is pretty good, but when you have all of the other packs and you have like that knowledge of all of the other furniture and decorations that you could be using, it's like, I really want to use this, no wait I can't, and that's where I think it becomes like a little bit difficult to just use base game. So the base game itself probably isn't that bad as far as like the build buy mode catalog goes. It's just when you're used to one thing and then trying to do another thing, it makes it a bit more challenging, but that also makes it fun. So anyway, as I said, we're in the kitchen now. This does go over like a couple little changes. I can't decide on the backsplash. I think I end up going with like a white subway tile, unless I keep it blue and I'm just misremembering. But anyway, we put a few shelves up in here, and I do end up coming back towards the end of the video and adding in a little bit of extra clutter because there were just a few things that I didn't realize were base game, and then at the end I realized that I could use them in the kitchen, so I did. Yeah, really just the kitchen was very similar to what it was originally. I did add in that little table, and I wanted the table to act like an island bench because there kind of wasn't enough space to put like a counter in that area. But then if I didn't put anything there, it looked a bit blank. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. So we ended up just putting the little table there. I'm pretty sure that the Sims can at the very least use it for some food preparation, or if they have a birthday they can put a cake on there and everything. The chairs aren't functional though because they're bar stools and they're up against like a dining table, so they're really just there for looks. But hey, I think it looks pretty good, so you know, whatever. Anyway, just going through doing my normal clutter. I do find that a lot of the clutter items from the base game, I feel like I use these a lot in all of these builds. Like the OG base game clutter items are kind of where it's at, to be honest. I also used that, there's like a flower vase thing, and there's a few other pieces of furniture They're not base game, but they come up in the base game catalog, and they have like a little icon next to them, and I actually have no idea what that means. I didn't play for ages, and then I came back and there were just a few random items that were in the game. So if anyone knows what they are, just like let me know, because I've been really curious and I just actually haven't been bothered to find out yet. So you can do the work for me and just comment down below. Cool, thanks. Anyway, doing the lounge area here. I actually, did I struggle with this? I think I kind of struggled with it a little bit, and then I ended up just like taking it all out, re-recording the video, and then doing the living area as you see it now. The house had a bit of like a pokey kind of like layout, like it was a few little areas here and there, so it did take me a little bit just to kind of, you know, get the layout down pat, but we get there in the end. I do end up changing this dining table to like one of the small ones, and I moved that door to the toilet into the dining room area, because it's only 3 tiles, so it was kind of like there wasn't enough space to put stuff either side of the dining table, but then if I didn't put anything either side of the dining table, it looked really bare. So when I put the door there, it's kind of like you have a painting on one side, you have a door on the other side, you've got a plant, and there's not a lot of like repetitive things, because otherwise it would be like painting on one side, painting on another side, and I feel like it would have just looked too repetitive. So what we got is this cute little dining nook area. This house is pretty suited to like a single sim or a couple with like one kid. You could even realistically fit like 2 kids in here. So the room that I added before, you'll see it soon, it just ends up being like a spare bedroom. So you could totally use that for like 1 or 2 kids. So I think that it's a pretty small house, relatively affordable, and yeah, you could kind of have anywhere from 1 to 4 Sims living in it. So we're doing the hallway area, and this house is, like, as I said, I didn't want to change anything too drastic. So there's this really long hallway and this really blank empty wall that you're looking at now. So I did put the brick there because I kind of thought that it filled in the space a little bit without having to do like a heap of pictures and stuff. And then I'm putting in the fireplace because even though it's kind of in a weird position there, like usually you'd like to have your fireplace like facing or near your seating area so you can like sit in front of the fireplace, watch TV at the same time and whatever. I thought that it was just like a really good thing to put here because it filled in the space of that wall really, really well, and I didn't have to use like repetitive items. Like I could have put a really big bookshelf there, but there was already a bookshelf. I could have put, like some paintings there, but I feel like we already had heaps of paintings in the house. So feel free to, if you download the house or something, you could always get rid of that fireplace and change things around. The world is your oyster. So we are now into the bathroom, and basic bathroom, like not a whole lot to say about this one. I did the blue tile thing in this bathroom as well, brought it in from the kitchen. Something that I was kind of going for with this house was that I wanted it to be a little bit of like a modern makeover. So I was kind of thinking like someone would have come in here and like, I don't know how to explain it. They just would have come in and kind of done like a bit of a house flip. So I wanted it to be like not ultra modern, but like a modernized version of what the original house already was. I've been watching like way too many house renovation videos, and I'm just thinking that I am quite the interior decorator now, which obviously I am not. But anyway, that's just what I was going for. So with this bedroom, base game beds, yeah, for me, the thing that the base game is really, really lacking is beds, and I ended up just going with this like darker kind of swatch and did like a blue-green theme in the bedroom. So I feel like it does tie in with the rest of the house because there is a lot of blue in the house, but I probably would have liked something that was a little bit more modern for the bed, but there's only so many options, and we are now into the spare bedroom, which is quite modern because there's that like modern base game furniture set, and that's just kind of what we went with. This little single bed, I wish that there was a double bed version of that in the base game or even just like in the game, because I really like that just very plain metal bed, but just something like that would have worked really well as a double bed, in my opinion. So anyway, we're nearly at the end of the video. That went so quick. Time flies when you're having fun. But anyway, we're just going to do some like last little minute, what's this called, landscaping. I'm going to put like a tree in and just kind of like generally go around and just fix up everything. So I am going to leave you to enjoy the rest of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want me to do some more of these. I did enjoy doing the kind of like base game makeovers, or kind of like enjoyed doing like renovations. So yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a thumbs up, do all those YouTube things. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to catch you all in the next one. Bye everybody.